Good morning to my dear students. Well, I'm Anshu ma'am, your science teacher, and today I'm going to start the next topic of chapter 3 chemistry, structure of matter. In the last video, I explained you about elements, compounds, atoms, molecules, etc. So today we are going to discuss about the differences between compounds and mixtures. First of all, I want to explain you about the definitions of compound and mixture. Compounds are the combination of two or more elements in a fixed proportion or fixed ratio. The best example you can say water. Formula is H2O. So water is a compound and the fixed ratio of hydrogen and oxygen is 2:1. That is constant and fixed. But just opposite mixtures are the combination of two or more elements in any ratio. It means the ratio or proportion is not fixed or constant. Suppose air. Air is a mixture of gases. It contains carbon dioxide, hydrogen, oxygen, etc. And the ratio are different. Now, let's start the comparison or differences between compounds and mixtures. Now you can see on the board, property is written here at left hand side and compounds and mixtures are written here. Now I am going to detail you about the differences between these two terms, compounds and mixtures. Number one is combination of constituents. In compounds, constituents are combined together chemically. It means in compounds, their constituent elements are combined together chemically. It means there must be chemical reaction between these elements and they are combined in a fixed proportion. But at the other hand, you can see in mixtures the constituent elements are combined together not chemically but physically only. The second point, ratio of constituents. Same constituents are present in a fixed ratio. No matter we take water from anywhere, any area, the ratio or the proportion of hydrogen and oxygen in water is always fixed. But in mixture, constituents can be present in any ratio. It is not constant. Third point is separation of constituents. In compounds, constituents can be separated only and only by chemical method. That is very important point. That constituents of compounds can be separated only by a chemical methods. But in mixture, constituents can be separated by physical method. Suppose iron and sulfur. These are the two elements and I am mixing them together. It becomes a mixture. And this mixture of iron and sulfur can be easily separated by using a magnet. If I will bring the magnet near the mixture of iron and sulfur, the iron particles will be easily attracted by magnet. It means we can easily separate the sulfur from iron with the help of magnet. So this is a physical method and so constituents of these mixtures can be separated only by physical methods. But the constituents of compounds can be separated only and only by chemical method. Next, fourth number, properties. In the last video also I explained you that the properties of the compounds elements are quite different. Suppose water is a compound, it is a liquid, it puts off the fire, but its constituent elements hydrogen and oxygen is there. Hydrogen itself it burns and oxygen is the good supporter of burning. So the properties of compounds are quite different from their constituent elements. But in mixture the properties are those of their constituent. It remains the same. Now the last point, very important, energy changes. The last difference between the compounds and mixtures is that in compounds often energy is absorbed or released during the formation of compounds. When the compound is formed, that time either energy is released or energy is absorbed. It is very, very important. But in mixtures, often no energy is absorbed or released when a mixture is formed. When we are mixing anything in any ratio, it becomes a mixture and no energy is absorbed or released there. So these are some important points regarding the comparison of compounds and mixture. Now, suppose I have taken the mixture of iron and sulfur. They are mixed in any ratio. It becomes a mixture of iron and sulfur, and by using a magnet we can easily separate them by physical method. It means iron can be separated easily by sulfur from sulfur by using the magnet. It is a physical method. But if iron is taken 14 gram and 8 gram of sulfur is taken and they are mixed together, it becomes a compound, because the amount or the weight of the iron 14 gram and 8 gram of sulfur is constant. It is a fixed ratio, and when this compound is being heated, the chemical reaction between them definitely takes place, and as a result the compound of iron and sulfur, that is iron sulfide, is formed there. It is a compound, and iron sulfide is not affected by magnet. It means when the iron sulfide compound is formed by the chemical reaction between iron and sulfur in a fixed ratio, then this compound iron sulfide is not affected by magnet. It means when I will bring the magnet closer to the iron sulfide compound, it will not affect it. It means they cannot be separated by using the magnet, because it is a compound and their components are having fixed proportion and fixed ratio. This is how today I have discussed the differences between compound and mixtures. So my dear students, study at home, stay safe at home, and have a nice day. Thank you.